Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I have another little journal to show you. This is similar to the last one I did. It's made out of an envelope with the shoe polish on it. I had gifted that one, so I thought, oh, I better make another one. So this has been a couple of days, and oh, she's so cute. This is one of those Tim Holtz frames, and they're chipboard. So I took some of the cardboard off and I kept it, so it'll make another frame. But this little girl comes out so they can, whoever gets this journal will end up with a family photo in there, I think. So let's get into it. Oh, and the back here, this is one of my envelopes. I just put the fabric hinge on there, and this is a book page pocket, and this is a little decorated guest check for a little journaling spot in this pocket. Just fits in there nicely. And there's some paper in here that's decorated up. This was like a sketch pad from Dollarama. So I used my Distress inks to give it a little color and then decorate it up. So this little girl sits right in there. So, oh, I can't tell you how many pages is in this, but there's quite a bit of journaling in these little journals. So here is the envelope with the front pocket. I sewed around it and reinforced this that's going to be folding over quite a bit. And to keep it closed, I have this envelope that I stamped with a tag in there. And it'll keep it closed until you want to use it. She's pretty. And I just clipped it there with a little bit of sorry on it, the paper clip. Now this is, it's an envelope with my dictionary page that I Mod Podge some napkins on. I keep a dictionary behind me here, and anytime I need to decorate something, I just rip out a page and away I go. Now this is my favorite book. It's called the Frampton Flora. The pictures in there are beautiful. So I use that book for decorating. That's a stamp. And I didn't want to lose some of the pictures, so I just fold it over. That's a little seed bag. I think that was gifted to me. And interesting papers. This one I folded it over. And this is just a little extra spot for journaling, for interest, a little stamping. This page I folded it up, stamped a postcard onto scrapbook paper. This is a little bag and book page, a little bit of lace there, and excuse me, this is a dried leaf out of my garden, and this is the page protectors. So I just took a piece of it and put it there so that I put a little bit of glue behind there, but it's just sitting in there for interest. This is a coloring book, adult coloring book. So I just put it in there. A little stenciling. I stamped that, and for some reason, I tried to use different colors, and for some reason, it didn't look very nice. So I just took one of my pens and went around it, so I rescued it. Sometimes when I stamp after I've put the pages in, they don't always turn out. This is cut out of the Frampton Flora book. This is a little butterfly. It's one of those, it's like a vellum, or a, I don't know what they call it. It's very, it's hard to glue on with plastic. They as soon as the glue dries, they pop off. So I sew it onto a piece of sari and then glue the sari on with the fabric tack, and it stays on. This one's kind of got a butterfly theme. I just kind of noticed there was quite a few butterflies in this book. This is a book page made into a coin envelope. It's cute. And then that's just some paper, just to make it a little more interesting. A little paper clip here. There we go. And this is another book page. Put a little bit of lace there and made a small tab. Now, because she's so sweet on the front, I put an angel here on the thread that I used to 3-hole pamphlet stitch this signature in. And this book had some writing, and when I didn't realize when I cut it down to fit the book, I cut off the writing. So this is off one of my envelopes where I cut the window out. So I put this piece on there so that when you flip it open that you can actually read it still. And then there's the journaling spot on the back. And there's the other poems. Paper. There's a little bookmark. And some stamping. This one I didn't fold it properly. So it was hanging out too far on the fold. So I cut it off and then I just moved it in and glued it in, made a new fold. So that turned out all right. There's some, I don't know what you call that. It's like a receipt. Yeah, it's a receipt pad I found at Value Village. So it's there for interest. Did a little sewing on the top. There's the back of that coloring book page. Isn't that cute, little horse and buggy? Whoops, I'm off screen, eh? Well, I'll have to check and see if this video is worth posting. There's another little pocket. Embossed tag with a little distressed. Stamping. And this is one of those pull-out. Love these, Anne. Thanks again. And this is, I stamped on this. It was one of my distress papers. It didn't look so good. I thought, oh, the colors that I stamped on the stamp for these were very light. So I went over it with a little, one of my pens, and then I wrote that friendship is precious on there. There's the page. I did a little stamping on it. And this is a book page where I cut it down the center and put each on either side, so they match up. And then when you open it, the other side is folded, and there's some journaling in there. And then the way I put it on, just the 3 sides. It's got a little tag. There's a little girl. Might even be this little girl older. No, it's a different era. And this is a hanging file folder. And the back of the envelope, I just folded it over, and when I sew it, it closes off the ends and it becomes a little tuck spot. So that's this one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for dropping by. Bye-bye.